do a crash course in what is called the project charter. Now, a project charter is a document that's a contract between the project manager, the team, as well as higher ups in your organization. This can be done, is used widely in a lot of projects, including Lean Six Sigma projects or general projects that you're working on. Or if you're working on a home project and you want to get everybody on the same page, this is a great tool for it. It has 8 things, starting with the project title, which is less than 5 words describing what your project is, what you're working on. Date that you chartered the project, problem statement. Now this focuses on the pain point that you're trying to cure, that you're trying to solve. If you have a loan processing company and you're not getting enough loans on time, or if you're taking too long to do a loan, you have to point that out here. Next one is business need. Why do we want to do this from a strategic perspective? A lot of companies out there have business strategies. And does that align with their business strategy? And if it doesn't, then the executive team or the team in your company needs to review the project charter and make adjustments as needed. How many dollars are you trying to save with this project? What's the COPQ? COPQ stands for cost of poor quality, which means that if I don't do this project, how much money am I losing as an organization over an annualized basis? What's the ROI? What's the payback period? What's the NPV and IRR? A lot of companies are focusing on net present value and internal rate of return. And those are indicators that help them decide if they want to do this project or if they want to focus on something else. You also, if you're doing NPV, also want to mention what discount rate you are using. The next one is SMART goal. You have to have a specific, measurable, attainable, ROI driven, and time bound goal. In this goal, you want to be able to talk about things like, in my mortgage example, I currently take 51 days to go through a mortgage or go through process somebody's mortgage, and I want to reduce that down to 30. In this case, the CTQ, or critical to quality characteristic, the measurable thing that's important to me here is the amount of time it takes, the loan cycle time. And what I'm saying is I will reduce that from 50 to 30 in 6 months, right? So that it's very specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's got a ROI on it, and it's time bound. I know I can do it in 6 months, and I put that in there. The next one is scope. What's inside a scope? What's outside a scope? Are we talking about when the customer places a call all the way down to when the customer's loan is approved? Or are we talking about when all the information is taken from the customer and we start the process towards to the end? Where does the in and out of the scope lie? This is very important, especially for your team who's working with you on the project. They need to know where they start and where they end, where the boundaries are. Who's going to be working with you on this project? Obviously, it's you, and who other people are in this. Put their names, put their roles, as well as percentage of time that they'll be working on the project. So 25%, 50%, 10%. So if they're not directly in control with you, they know how much time they're spending on this project. Their boss knows how much time they're spending on this project. So very important, right? Number 8 is milestones. Now, at this stage of the project, you don't know all the answers, but what you do know is I want to start at this time, I want to end at this time or date, right? And I will have some review meetings, or I have stakeholder meetings, or I have a conference to attend at this, and this time. So you need to mention that over here. Again, charter is a working document, so you can always come back to this, revise it, create revisions, go back to your stakeholders and make sure they're okay with these revisions. This was a crash course in project charter, and thank you for